Today, we're exploring the town of Ipswich, Massachusetts. Ipswich, Massachusetts is approximately 28 miles from Boston, and Ipswich is known for her great marsh clams, Crane Beach, 4 stones arch bridges over the Ipswich River, and quaint streets lined with first period houses. As I mentioned in the video about Topsfield, this area was inhabited by the Agawam tribe, headed up by Chief Masconomet, and he welcomed the Massachusetts Bay Colony Governor James Winthrop on his arrival in Salem Harbor in 1630. Masconomet deeded all the land to Winthrop in 1638 in exchange for 20 pounds of sterling. The General Court of Massachusetts renamed these areas, and while the entities were working out these details, exploration of the North Shore continued. John the Younger and 12 men aboard a shallop boat, which is a small exploring boat, sailed into Ipswich Harbor and took up residence here. 2 men continued up the river to a large meadow, which they called New Meadows and is now Topsfield. From there, Ipswich was incorporated in 1634 as Ipswich. These pioneers would become farmers, fishermen, shipbuilders, or traders. The Ipswich River, being tidal, provided water power for mills and salt marshes, which supplied hay for livestock. A cottage industry in lace-making stockings around 1822 developed as a home industry from a stocking machine which had been smuggled out of England, violating a British ban on exporting such technology. And the community then developed as a mill town. You can really see the buildings along the Ipswich River in downtown that is reflective of this history. Now, of course, there are retail shops and restaurants. Ipswich coastline is a shallower one other than, say, other areas like the port of Boston and Newburyport. So this wasn't an area that became a quote-unquote great port. The great port areas on the North Shore are Salem, Newburyport, and then on the South Shore is Boston and Quincy, just due to their natural deep waters. Today, Ipswich is a destination with a walkable town center of neighborhood retail, gift shops, restaurants. There are sandwich and other eateries surrounded by rural landscape and residential neighborhoods. The town's landscapes range from forest to marsh to beach. Ipswich is about 33 square miles of rolling topography. The rural setting is also home to the Parker River Wildlife Refuge and Sandy Point State Reservation, but most notable is Crane Beach. It is one of the most beautifully scenic beaches in all of New England. Ipswich is well known for its early 17th century homes as well. 58 houses in town were built prior to 1725, the largest number still standing and occupied of any community in the country. While Ipswich's population remained relatively stable until the 1970s, like most Massachusetts community, but since that time, the population boom and most of the additional population has been attributed to the birth rate. Children are educated in the Ipswich schools as opposed to a regional school system like the neighboring towns of Raleigh and Newbury. Access to Boston is an easy drive either via Route 128 or Route 1 and is about 30 minutes without traffic. Additionally, there is a commuter train that comes right into downtown and can get you to North Station pretty fast. The downtown area has some retail, like a small grocery store, but for the bigger shopping, you really have to venture out to the regional shopping centers dotted along I-95. This makes for a quieter community, and open spaces the nonprofit groups have work to preserve are spectacular. My favorite, since I'm a California transplant, is Crane Beach. Our family loves to spend the day at the beach, and while many beachgoers leave for the day, we'd like to have a nice sunset dinner. It's just a family favorite. Many people have beach houses on Little Neck and Great Neck in Ipswich, and some are winterized, but a lot of the homes there are seasonal. Now that people are discovering there is technology to live off the grid, I suspect this area will become more of full-time residence. In this part of town, you can really see the motorized boat life, and if you like quiet water to kayak, there are plenty of places to put in as kayakers talk about it. Ipswich is a beautiful New England town on the North Shore, and it's just not to be missed. I hope you've enjoyed this video and you now know what it's like to live here. I'm Julie Marion with Huddle Real Estate, and I get calls and emails every day from people needing a real estate agent. If you're a buyer looking for an agent, I would love to help you. And if you're a seller, I have a 6-step program to help you get top dollar in this market if this is the right time for you. As always, here at Huddle Real Estate, we buy and sell every home as it is our own. Make it a great day.